What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. Another video on the Pixel Fold after 72 hours using this rather impressive device. I'm in a different location though. I'm in Spain. Hopefully the audio is better on this than it was in my first impressions video. So after 3 days with the Pixel Fold, I have some further impressions. Some good points, some actually quite great points, some bad, and some just really annoyingly, stupidly ugly and yeah, confusing. So without further ado, let's go. So for retention, I think it's best to keep the really bad points and ugly points to the end. But I ain't all about retention. I want to give you what you want. So straight out the bat, we are going to talk about the ugliest points of this phone. Ugly point number one, the cost. This phone is £1,749 or $1,800, and that price is just insane. Now, I expect to pay a premium for a foldable device. That is not the issue. You are getting an outer screen and an inner screen. There is the hinge, there's parts. I understand there's a premium. But the Vivo X Fold 2, the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2 are £500 to £600 or $700 to $800 cheaper. And I'd argue they're better devices, but we'll get to that. The only competition when it comes to cost for the Pixel Fold in global release foldables is the Z Fold 4. And I'll give you two guesses how much Samsung charge for their foldable. Yeah, exact same price as the Pixel Fold. So Google and Samsung, make no mistake, are absolutely shafting you and me because there's no other competition. That's the ugliest part of this device. I am so fed up of also watching videos on this. Here guys, first impressions, world's thinnest phone. Shut the fuck up. It's not the world's thinnest phone. The Huawei Mate X3, the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2, the Huawei Mate XS2. There are 3 or 4 thinner foldable devices. How about, hey guys, welcome back to another shit tech video where this is the world's thinnest phone if we're only comparing it to the Z Fold 4. That's probably more realistic and accurate. Stop lying to your viewers, it's not the world's thinnest phone. Focus on positive things, like this is better than the Z Fold 4. Hands down. The outer display is fantastic for my fat fingers to type on. It's as wide as any device on the market, including the 14 Pro Max. Yes, it's shorter, but form factor wise, I actually like it. You can reach right across the device. You can hold it in the hand quite easily with one. Yeah, that's the good points that people should be focusing on. But I'm not at my good points yet. I'm still on the ugly and bad. Now, software wise on this, I'll get to, is 99% great. That's the biggest selling point for me of the Pixel Fold, is that there are no workarounds, there are no APKs, there's no bootloader you have to do because you've imported a Chinese device. Every Google app, every app in the Play Store just works seamlessly. Wireless Android Auto, banking apps, done. The one caveat to that is my first bad point of the Pixel Fold. YouTube Studio, along with many other apps. Important ones that I use. I'm going to open up YouTube Studio. And here's how it looks. This is the same for Instagram. It's going to look like this, but you can double tap and move it to the left, or double tap and move it to the middle, move it to the right. That's not great. You can turn the phone portrait to make it slightly bigger, which is fine, but I can almost guarantee that not a lot of people have discovered this or are even speaking about it. If I force close the Studio app, then turn my phone portrait, then open YouTube Studio, it's now full screen, as if by magic. And look, well over 3,000 subscribers. Last video's got well over 1,000 views. Thank you to all of you for liking, subscribing, watching. Even though the audio was horrific, on the last video. You guys are still supporting me and showing me a whole heap of love. Comments are because I am honest and I'm one of the only tech reviewers that actually look at other foldable devices. I just want to get into that for a quick second. That's the bare minimum standard that any tech YouTuber should follow. Be honest and review tech that's available in the world. I'll guarantee that most of NKPHD's, Mr. Mobile, in fact I'm not including Mr. Mobile because he is the GOAT. He does review all foldable devices. Mr. Who's the Boss, all the big favourites, and my favourites too, I guarantee their largest audience is Asia, India, Indonesia, where other foldable devices have been released. Because only the Pixel Fold and the Z Fold 4 have been released there, they only review, I'm just turning this on silent, they only review those devices. That's doing you, the viewer and subscriber, a severe disservice. There are other foldables out there. The Pixel Fold would have blown my mind much more if I hadn't already used and reviewed the Huawei Mate X3, the Vivo X Fold 2, the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2. I would also be more excited about this if I didn't know that on the horizon is the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3, which I believe is going to be the best foldable of this year. But you won't know about that if you're a tech fan but not balls deep into it, and that annoys me. MKBHD, Mr. Who's the Boss, Unbox Therapy, all these channels do better at covering content on other foldable devices. So yes, I am honest, but that, again, to me, is how everyone should be. Anyway, I'm getting off my soapbox now, and we're going to move on to the good points of this device. But hold on, there is one bad/good point. Everybody is ribbing the Pixel Fold for its inside bezels. And okay, I get it. Trust me, having used the phone for 3 full days now, the bezels disappear just like that crease. When you're using it, you don't even notice. I would argue that, like a tablet, having slightly thicker bezels around the sides just makes it easier to use, less accidental touches, less fingerprints on the actual screen, a better inside camera. I actually quite like it. And again, I've had all these devices with tiny, tiny bezels. I won't say I like it, I'll just say I don't mind it. It really doesn't keep me awake at night. So that's a kind of bad/good point. Don't let this bezel be the deciding factor on whether to buy it or not. That should be the price. So, good points. Build quality on this is A+. Like god tier build quality. From the aluminium all the way around, the stainless, and the hinge, sorry, the stainless steel all the way around, the Gorilla Glass Victus in the front and back, the slightly frosted back that doesn't hold fingerprints on the obsidian version, and the porcelain's even better for fingerprints. Now it's a stainless steel camera housing, so this does get some fingerprints, but it's okay, you can give it a wipe. Camera wise, not as good as the Pixel devices, certainly not as good as the Pixel 7 Pro. They have included a 5x periscope zoom lens, and again, this is only my impressions after a few days. Photos and videos are fantastic. No matter what lenses they put on the back of this, because of Google's magic fairy dust post-photo processing, you get outstanding results. And the same goes for the 4K lens on the front outer screen. Fantastic video. Inbuilt microphone is great, and here's a sample of that outer screen with the inbuilt mic now. So there we have it, the beautiful night sky drawing in over here on my holiday. Fantastic timing to get the Pixel Fold. How is that sun looking? Blown out? Okay. Audio okay? I've seen some mixed reviews on the audio, but again, a few days in with the Pixel Fold, I like it. Let me know what you think of the front-facing camera in the comments below. 4K video, by the way. Speakers on the device, if you don't have headphones connected for whatever reason, if you're in a pinch, speakers sound fantastic. Again, here's a quick demo. Connectivity, so 5G antenna bands, no signal drop, no call drop, all notifications coming through as always. These are important things, again, if you've imported a Chinese device recently. The actual hinge itself is, as I mentioned, my first impressions, ain't going anywhere. Look at that. I mean, that is fantastic. One thing I want to point out though, no, the phone doesn't fold completely flat. It does rock. But if you force it, there you go, it's flat. I think, and again, this doesn't keep me awake at night, I don't care if it's only 178 degrees rather than 180 degrees, but I think it's just because it's a new device and the phone is, the hinge, sorry, is tight. This is as tight as it's probably ever going to be. Now it's graded for up to 200,000 folds. Essentially it's going to last the lifetime of the device and then some, as far as how many times you fold and unfold it. But I do think it'll loosen off ever so slightly through time, giving you that full 180 degree opening angle. So calm down, you'll be okay. Now, I don't have my laptop to hand, so apologies, but I do want to shout out a subscriber. If I can find the comment, I've been getting hundreds of comments. If I can find the comment, I'll pop it here. If not, thank you for the comment and highlighting this. I should have brought up my first impressions and unboxing video. Google are the only foldable phone manufacturer to ship their device folded. Now that's important for one main reason. As mentioned, anything you fold has a crease. If, for example, the Pixel Fold is sitting in a warehouse or on a shop's shelf for 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, it can only have a negative impact on the crease. That's why other phone manufacturers, including Samsung, ship it open. That means it's not keeping the crease. Again, not something I can test at the moment, but it will be something to look out for in 3 to 6 months. And of course, something that no other tech reviewer has mentioned, ditto to them. I'm not hating on our tech. I mean, look at me. I'm a tiny tech channel and I'm obsessed with those big ones. I wish I could get to those sort of levels one day, who knows. The fact that nobody's mentioned that, the fact that nobody's talking about other foldable devices just kind of irks me. So if there's anything I've missed, trust me, it's not because I've got my finger in Google's pocket or they're paying me anything. It's just because I've just not noticed it or got around to it. I am not going to, in any video, recommend that anybody buys this phone unless you're aware of the downsides. Now, the downside being the price, but also there are other foldable out there that are better and cheaper. If you're looking for the best foldable software experience, this is the one. Okay? So software-wise, multitasking-wise, and it's only a few days in, I'll have a full review, but so far, this is the one. This is a seamless transition from candy bar style phone to foldable phone. That's been it for my 72-hour impressions. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I absolutely appreciate every single view, every single like, comment and subscriber. And until next time, where I will go in depth into the 5 cameras on this device, take care.